Yo, so what is up, everybody on YouTube? It is Big Buddy Gaming coming at you with a new Philadelphia 76ers rebuild. As you know, this is my team that I follow, so here we go. We got Joel Embiid in 89, Simmons at an 83, which will definitely go up. We got Rocco at a 80, JJ Redick at a 78. Dario's really been struggling this season, 78 overall. We got newly addition Trevor Booker, he's pretty good. Fultz, can't wait to see him actually play, you know, but TJ and Rashawn Holmes, definitely some grinders right there. We got Jared Bayless, who I don't really know if I want on the team, just like everybody feels the same in real life. His defense isn't there, and, you know, whatever. We just sent to halfway point in the season. We're about to pick up the halfway point, so it looks like we're hovering around, maybe we can get around 27, 28 wins. That would be pretty cool. It's not bad at all for halfway through the season. So let's see what we end up finishing halfway season mark with. Ooh, more than I expected. We actually hit 30 wins, 30 and 21. Actually a very good record for a young team like this. So let's check out their stats and let's see who's doing what. So let's see if we have anybody in any of the award races. It looks like Big Ben is going to get himself Rookie of the Year from how it's looking right now because he is performing like that. But let's see. Okay, so here we go. Player stats. Joel Embiid doing phenomenal as always. Looks like Rocco's doing his thing also. Unfortunately, when Rocco gets in these slumps that he's in, he just does terrible. Thank God he's starting to get out of the one he was just in. But for a couple weeks there, it was just unbearable to watch. But yeah, we were a pretty solid team here. Definitely a couple things we could improve in, but you know, we're just gonna have to see how this team can play. Definitely want to get rid of Jared Bayless ASAP. Man, just gets on my nerves. Bigger contract, not a big contract, but still. Like the contract that he's on versus the one TJ's on, and how TJ plays or how he plays. But yeah. All right, so we're going to sim to the end of the season real quick. Well, around the end of the season, and we'll see how everybody's doing and if we can make playoffs from the way it's looking right now. Spoiler, we might. Okay, so here we are around the end of the season. We're hovering around 43 wins. It'd be pretty crazy if we get a 50-win season our first year of this rebuild. So let's see what we can get. 46, 47. We got 3 games left. Can we clutch it out? 48, 49. 49 wins. Okay. Still very good for this team. Let's see if we got anybody up here. Did Big Ben get Rookie of the Year? Yes, he did. 13.7, 8, and 7. Very good for our boy. Not gonna lie. We got Jeremy Lin there. Okay. Let's see if we got any all first teams. That's obviously not all rookie first team. I don't think we did this year, but coming up in the next couple years, I'm sure we will. So let's start simming through the playoffs and see how our Sixers can stack up against other teams. So Sixers against the Knicks, we just eliminated them. I'm not even sure how the Knicks made the playoffs, honestly. Us versus the Celtics, somehow we just swept the Celtics. This is crazy. We're up against the Cavs. What can we do? Somehow we beat the Cavs. We're up against the Rockets. The Rockets, come on, come on, come on. Very, very well fought. They won 4-3. Pretty crazy. James Harden, MVP, but, you know. So, hopping into the draft of the offseason, number 1 pick was MPJ, Michael Porter Jr. So let's see who we are about to get to add to this squad, who almost just won the chip their first year. So, yeah, I'm looking through the people. I feel like I have to take Gary Trent Jr. He seems like a very solid prospect, not gonna lie. So, he looks like he could fit in with how we're doing things a little. We definitely need a 2-guard. With the second one that I acquired from the Jared Bayless getting rid of in the offseason, I picked up Grayson Allen. I don't know. You know, behind Redick at the 2-guard, I'm not really trusting in Timothé myself. So, we get a white shooter. And in the second round, we go and acquire Taco Fall. You might have heard of him, the 6'7" center from Central Florida. He was all over his tapes were all over back in the day, just how tall he was. So, we got ourselves a steal in the second, if you ask me, for some depth behind the young Joel Embiid. Okay, so, yeah, I'm going to sign all 3 of them, because why not? Bring back TJ, which I might have forgot to do, and I hope that that's not the case. But here's my progressions at the end of the offseason. As you can see, we brought in Will Barton at 2-guard because we let JJ Redick walk. So, yeah, which possibly could even happen in real life. There's a good chance that actually happens. So, here we go into the second season. You see everybody's overall. There's our point guards. We got Quinn Cook, Markelle Fultz, but you know, obviously Ben should be in that mold right there. Will Barton, our rookie, Timothé, and Grayson Allen, Robert Covington, Justin Anderson, Furkan Korkmaz, Ben Simmons, Dario Saric, Joel Embiid, Rashawn Holmes, Taco Fall. Very solid team. Let's see what we can do this year. So let's jump in at a halfway point in the season, and let's just see how our Sixers are stacking up once again. So here we are. I think we're looking even just as solid, maybe if not more solid than we were last year. We're first in the division and first in the conference with 37 wins. So that's pretty crazy. 37-18 for a squad like this is absolutely flabbergasting. I don't even know if that's a word, but I said it. But here we go. Let's look at all the stats and such. There you guys go. We are in first in the conference. Second up is the Raptors, who are actually very close, surprisingly. But yeah, our team is definitely performing very well. And while you're here, this is Big Body Gaming. This is my channel. I do a lot of rebuilds, Madden and 2K. So just drop a like, comment, and sub if you want. And also, tell me who you would have gotten rid of, who you wouldn't have, who you would have wanted me to draft. Because I'm just kind of curious as to what you guys would think. But here we go with the stats. As always, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are going off. Rocco is the third option. Rocco is a very solid player, regardless. Even when he gets in those slumps, I feel he gets pretty bad. But overall, amazing talent. We got Will Barton there. Yeah, okay. So everybody's performing decently, and then we got our big three, it seems. So, yeah, not too bad at all. Let's see. Taco Fall. Taco Fall definitely not getting the time that he probably should, but being 7'6" and all, who can really match up against him that well? He put some muscle on like Joel did after his rookie season and just became a beast like he did, then if he could do that, then that would be absolutely ridiculous. Let's see if we have anybody in any of the award races. Let's see. We have... Oh, I forgot we let TJ McConnell walk, and he is actually going for most improved player on the Pelicans. That's kind of crazy. Wish I would have brought him back, and I'll try to bring him back if I get the opportunity ever again, but it just slipped past my mind. I wasn't even thinking of it, unfortunately, even though I obviously know he's a beast. End of the season awards, we get Brett Brown getting Coach of the Year. How about that? Brett Brown, Coach of the Year. Obviously, we had to have made playoffs, right? So let's look through these awards. We got Ben on the All-NBA third team. That's pretty awesome. That's what I like to see for sure. That is very cool. So, obviously, we finished first and first. 58 wins for the Sixers team. Absolutely stunning. So, let's see how far we can go. We beat the Wizards. The Celtics are back up. Rematch. Maybe this is going to be when they have to take us down. Yeah, they took us down. They were upset about what happened last year. It's okay, though. We'll come back better than ever next year. Crazy record this year. Antetokounmpo went off MVP. So, jumping into the offseason, we picked up Laramie Sheppard with our 27th pick. Decent prospect, wasn't really crazy about him. And we got Kostas Antetokounmpo, who is actually Giannis' little brother. So I definitely want to sign him to the squad. Just because his brother's a phenom, we could see what he's all about. Here's my pending options for the end of the year. We got Simmons, Fultz. We're obviously bringing them back. And don't think I'm going to bring back Timothé, so... Let's see. Here we are, player progression. 90 overall Ben Simmons, 88 overall Embiid, who actually dropped down. Fultz is up to an 85, finally starting to live up to that number one pick potential. And yeah, everybody's looking pretty good overall-wise, honestly. And we brought TJ back, like I said we would, because I'm not just gonna leave White Iverson alone like that. But yeah. So the team's definitely looking really solid. I think we can make a huge playoff push once again. This team has so much potential for the up-and-up years. You have mini LeBron and Ben Simmons. You have a possible defensive player of the year in both Robert Covington and Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, when he gets a shot blocking going, can be. And Robert Covington came in, like, I believe, third last year behind Kawhi, and I can't forget the other person. But he is also an amazing defender in the league. So, here's the roster once again. I'm just showing you guys. Sometimes the overalls change going into the season. So, that's who we have. See Grayson Allen right there, the white boy from Duke. He always hits his shots. But, yeah. So, you know, one thing I did notice this year in the actual Sixers is Dario's been struggling a lot. Been trying to turn like more of a wing Ilyasova type player, and it's just not going well. So here we are, halfway through. This season, it looks like it's a little bit more rough for us. But honestly, approaching the trade deadline with 34 wins is still pretty amazing. As you can see, we're second in the conference, which is amazing. So yeah, can't really argue too much with that. Not at all. So what do you think of Andres Persetionis? Oh, I can't pronounce the dude's name. The center that we took at the 26th pick. Do you guys think he'll pan out to be anything, or is he just going to be one of those overseas players that never really either comes over or they do come over and they're not anything special? Because they were saying that he played with Kristaps and he has a similar playing style, but I don't really know. Okay, so here we are looking at the stats. As you see, Embiid doing Embiid, just snapping. Ben Simmons, 92 overall at this point. Absolutely crazy. Third year in the league, 92. Third year playing, 92 overall. Bolts up to an 86. That is awesome. So hopefully we can make a strong playoff push this year. Let's see if anybody is in the award races. Pretty cool. Ben Simmons is he is in the MVP talking. He is the third best player. The third best. That is absolutely crazy if you ask me. Joel Embiid, fourth for Defensive Player of the Year voting. That is some amazing awards to be thrown around to a team like this, honestly. It's just awesome to see. So we're going to sim to the end of the season and see what we can do. Can we get ourselves an NBA championship this year? That would be pretty crazy. So here we are approaching the end of the season. 46 wins. 47. 48. Okay, so it's a step down from the years previous, but it's still a very solid year. LeBron ended up getting it, not our boy Ben, but it's okay. So let's see where everybody finished regarding these. We got Joel Embiid on All Defensive Second Team, so that's pretty cool. Ben Simmons on All NBA Second Team, so that's a step up from last year for him too. So let's see, simulate the current round, and wow, we get eliminated in the first round by the Raptors. Absolutely crazy, but I think it was still a successful rebuild because you got to see each year we kind of improved the team in general. It seemed like Embiid started regressing, but yeah, I'm not really sure what that was all about. But like I said earlier, this is Big Body Gaming. Oh, that's crazy. DeAndre Atten got it. That's crazy. But look at my other videos. Like, comment, and sub. Peace.